You know that feeling when you wake up, tell yourself, today's the day I get things done, but by 10 p.m. you're still scrolling, still stressed, and still wondering where the day went? Or when you open your laptop, look at that assignment, that report, that email you've been meaning to send, and your brain suddenly decides now's the perfect time to organize your photos, or rewatch clips of old sitcoms you've already seen. Yeah, that's procrastination. And the worst part? It's not even fun. You're not resting or relaxing, you're just stuck in limbo. Too guilty to enjoy doing nothing, too drained to start doing something. It's okay. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're simply running a pattern your brain learned to protect you from discomfort. That's right, procrastination isn't a time problem. It's an emotional regulation problem. You don't avoid the task because it's hard. You avoid it because it feels hard, uncertain, boring, overwhelming. Your brain's job is to keep you safe. So when something triggers stress, that deadline, that unknown, that fear of messing up, your brain pulls the fire alarm and says, nope, let's do something that feels safe instead. That's why you find yourself cleaning your kitchen when your essay is due, or checking your email before you start a project. Your brain's not sabotaging you, it's trying to protect you. Once you understand that, the guilt starts to fade. And once the guilt fades, progress becomes possible. Because the truth is, you don't need a complete personality overhaul. You just need a better system. Let's talk about how. The first rule is simple. Make starting ridiculously easy. People say they need motivation to get things done. But motivation doesn't start the engine, action does. You ever notice how washing one dish turns into doing the whole sink? Or when you tell yourself you'll just check one email and suddenly you're halfway through your inbox? That's momentum in action. The hardest part isn't doing the task, it's starting it. There's something called the 5-minute rule. You tell yourself, I'll do this for just 5 minutes. If I still hate it, I can stop. That single promise tricks your brain into lowering its resistance. Because 5 minutes doesn't seem scary. And after those 5 minutes, you'll often keep going. Because getting started resets your nervous system. So instead of saying, I'll write for an hour, say, I'll open my notes and write one sentence. Instead of, I'll go to the gym, say, I'll just change into workout clothes. The goal isn't perfection, it's traction. You can't finish what you never start, but you can always build on a start that's tiny. So here's your small step. Right after this video, pick one thing you've been putting off. Set a 5-minute timer, start. Just start. Second rule, time box your attention, not your life. A lot of productivity advice tells you to block out your whole day. But real life doesn't work like that. If you've got a 9 to 5, a commute, a dog to walk, and errands to run, perfect schedules just fall apart. What you can control, though, is attention. Try this. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Pick one specific task. For those 10 minutes, go all in. No phone, no tabs, no switching. When the timer ends, you can stop. Or keep going if you feel like it. That's it. It's called the Pomodoro method. But you don't need fancy apps or music, just a timer and a decision. Because when focus feels temporary, your brain doesn't rebel. It says, okay, I can handle 10 minutes. And 10 minutes often becomes 20. Writers use this trick when facing the blank page. Students use it during finals. Even coders and designers use it to enter flow. You don't need a perfect plan to focus. You just need to start the clock. Try it once today. You'll see how fast overwhelm melts into progress when the focus window is small and contained. Third rule, make friction work for you. Right now, your environment probably makes procrastination too easy. Your phone buzzes every few minutes, your workspace doubles as your entertainment zone. There's always a tab open, always something to check. So flip the setup. Put your phone in another room when you work. Log out of social media or use apps like Freedom or Cold Turkey to block distractions for an hour. Keep just one tab open, the one you actually need. And if you want to go deeper, create zones in your life. A space for work, a space for rest, a space for play. When your brain associates a place with a specific activity, it gets easier to switch modes. That's why going to a coffee shop helps some people focus. It's a mental zone for productivity. And yes, this works even in a small apartment or dorm. You can set a rule. The desk is for work, the bed is for rest. Put a little friction between you and your distractions, and a little convenience between you and your priorities. Hide the junk food. Keep your workout clothes visible. Uninstall one distracting app. Tiny adjustments, massive results. Fourth rule: separate your thinking brain from your doing brain. When you sit down to work and think, okay, what should I start with? You're already burning energy before you even begin. Your thinking brain is great at planning. Your doing brain is great at executing. But they suck when they try to work at the same time. So, plan once, work many times. At the end of each day, write down exactly what tomorrow's top 3 tasks are. Not 20 things, just 3. Then, when tomorrow hits, you don't negotiate with yourself. You just look at the list and go. This removes one of the biggest sources of procrastination, decision fatigue, because every micro decision during the day chips away at your willpower. Save your discipline for doing, not deciding. You'll be amazed at how much smoother the day feels when you offload the "what should I do" question ahead of time. Fifth rule: forgive yourself faster. You're going to slip. Everyone does. Nobody wins every day. But the people who succeed long-term aren't the ones who never procrastinate. They're the ones who bounce back after they do. Most of us treat procrastination like a crime. We waste 20 minutes, beat ourselves up for 2 hours, then claim we'll start fresh tomorrow. But guilt is just procrastination wearing a different mask. It keeps you stuck in the same loop, avoiding pain by creating more pain. So, here's how to break it. When you catch yourself procrastinating, don't spiral. Pause, take one deep breath, then ask, what's the smallest step I can take right now? Reset in real time. Immediate forgiveness, immediate movement. You'll start building trust, not because you're perfect, but because you'll see yourself follow through again and again, even in small ways. Progress compounds, so does self-respect. Let me tell you a quick story. There's this guy, Alex. He's taking night classes while working full-time at a tech support job. His brain's fried by the end of every shift. Every night, he'd sit down to write an essay or study for an exam and end up doom-scrolling instead. He told himself he just wasn't disciplined enough. He even Googled, "Why am I so lazy?" One night, frustrated, he decided to try something different. He made a deal with himself. 10 minutes, that's it. He set a timer, opened his notes, and started typing. No pressure, no guilt, no "I have to finish." 10 minutes passed. He didn't even notice. He wrote for 20, then 30. That tiny win flipped a switch. A week later, he started doing it every night. Short bursts, consistent effort. Some nights he only hit 10 minutes, other nights an hour. But the point is, he showed up. A month later, he turned in all his assignments on time for the first time in his life. He wasn't suddenly more disciplined, he just designed his system better. That's all you have to do too. So here's your mini challenge. For the next 7 days, pick one thing you've been putting off. Could be cleaning your room, finishing that report, applying for a job, or opening that unread email from your boss. Each day, set a 10-minute timer. Start, no matter how small. When the timer ends, you can stop if you want, or keep going if you're in flow. Be curious. Track what triggers your resistance. Is it fatigue? Fear? Perfectionism? Once you spot the pattern, you can fix it. At the end of the week, comment below, "I'm becoming the kind of person who starts before I feel ready." Read that again. Starts before I feel ready. That mindset destroys procrastination over time, because consistency isn't about never getting off track. It's about always coming back. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are just running an old mental program. And now you're learning to rewire it, 1% at a time. If this spoke to you, share it with someone else who's been stuck in the same loop. Hit subscribe for more calm, honest tools for focus and growth. No fake grind, no toxic hustle. Because you don't need to work harder, you just need to start smaller. And when you get 1% better at starting, you get infinitely better at finishing.